regular season. 2 national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to beautiful South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Hurricanes will kick this deep to get us going.
Set to kick it off.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Hound 55 weak. Double right.
Trying to find some room against Coleman. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Ready, set.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The pocket breaking down. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On the double.
1st down here for this offense.
Timber. Spider.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup. You just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Ready.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Vols look to keep this drive moving. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, and not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Nice grab. It's Jefferson. He makes the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a 1st down at the 47.
Boy, a great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Brings up second down.
Ready?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today.
Lasso! Ready?
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Incomplete. Third down coming.
On the
The
ready?
ninth play of a strong opening drive. It's third and long.
Down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Gain of 11.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Got it.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it.
Lasso! Lasso!
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. A great catch and run for 6.
Touchdown.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
Is good.
Always a pleasure.
That makes the score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
0.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there.
Set high. Ready?
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He finds some space. Here he goes. The 30. Inside the 20. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Miami.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
That ties the game.
They've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. First and 10.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Caught on the outside. It's Coleman. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Ready, break.
Second down after that short completion.
Easy. Go.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaks free. Jukes to get free. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Marked down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He shreds the tackle. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
He's brought down.
Well, that's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
The Vols line up on 1st and 10 now. Hands off to the left.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Okay.
Here's the second down play.
Slap.
He hands it off from the gun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Is the running back.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Gain of 16.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw, testing the middle. Wide open downfield.
Third down pass.
Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
21 on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That has been in large part to the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Jackrabbit.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
No gain on the
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Ready
Coming
up.
to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Gain of 2. It's third down.
Ready
So
to
here we
fight.
go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games.
Green 25. Lion. Razor. Hot.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Tennessee 14, Miami 7.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Kickoff.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop?
Down.
And now the handoff. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Going backwards to open up this series. Second down and 16 now.
Banner.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments.
Okay, ready?
Second down, looking to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play called. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Break. On set. 180.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. The Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B. Can it be? Ready, go.
First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. And the pass is incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
On the play.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Squirrel! Come on, set! Arrow!
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He fires downfield, and is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out at the 10, a takeaway that sets up his offense in great position.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half.
Let's go! Let's go!
Handoff heading left. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Drum! Drum! Let go!
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the screen just never seemed to have a chance there, and the quarterback ultimately pays a hefty price. This might be one you may want to practice more during the week before you want to pull it out during a game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult.
Flag!
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense.
Kill! We got three! Music now! Music now!
The quarterback making some changes at the line.
Okay, break! Trail! Got it? What do you got?
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Deep shot toward the end zone. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is
And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
14.
try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13.
Dino! Spider!
And here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
For the offense.
See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Easy!
They call the draw play here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
At the 31.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Ready!
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Let's go!
Wants to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's another deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
Good enough for a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Okay,
The
ready?
incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Cricket! Terrier! Ready!
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
Ready?
And the Volunteers trying to cash in here in the red zone.
Set!
We got chips over here. Chips over here. Let's go.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Oh, and he fumbles. Ball scooped up by the defense.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's second down here.
Form.
Cooler 18. Cooler on the ready.
Looking for a man. And this pass is caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires quickly to the left. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half.
4 face paint. 4 face paint. Set. There it is.
They'll run it here. Gets the first and still running. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Miami.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
14.
The Volunteers will kick this away to begin the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that.
Set. Ready.
First play of the second half is a handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Football 7. Football 7. Military stunt. 180.
And the ball is picked off.
The first down pass intercepted by Tennessee. And they'll take over.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions.
Get set. Get set.
Now they're running on the toss. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Going backwards to open up this series, 2nd down and 16 now.
Lasso. Lasso. Pilot. Gorilla. Ready, go.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting a pass, and blew up the play.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Trapped again in the pocket.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go, gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack, and now it's 4th down and long.
And this one will be fair caught. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He hands it to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Ready, set. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Caught by the receiver. Tackled, but 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Four.
Kill.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Brass. Burger.
They're going to run it. Stop short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Six propane.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing.
Ready up. Shadows.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Carr. Touchdown, Canes. This offense cannot be stopped. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Looking for a receiver. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
42 Spider. 4. Reset.
Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Okay.
2nd down play coming up for this offense.
29 Phillies.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
The Volunteers looking to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. Context as he let the ball go. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but a big play. Lose the ball to the red zone.
That's a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Vols lining up here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Coleman. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Pickup of 2.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
It's 2nd down after that completion.
Cobra.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21.
That makes the score Miami.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And then first down, right back to the running game. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Down.
It's a run. Running back's got it. He gets loose. First down, looking for more now. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
That's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the single back takes the handoff. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible, and that's a great way to get this drive started.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Check. Hold on.
Looking for some space. It's Lyle. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Ready.
They'll try the right here. Fights off a defender.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Fly, trumpets. Hold on.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Touchdown, Miami. This offense really clicking.
Touchdown,
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
21.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down.
Okay, break. Music note. Music note. Stick.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. And down a couple scores with just minutes remaining, the quarterback here tries to do too much, forcing it to one of those vertical routes.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence in what he can do.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Chewing clock with the running game. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the left side. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So 1st down from the 12 now.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
On the run, it's Lyle. Fighting him off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Dip 3 soda. Dip 3 soda. Here we go. Here we go.
Hand off to the right side. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Touchdown.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole
The
sport.
extra point is good.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
Miami 42, Tennessee 21.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Well, time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score? Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense makes the recovery. A turnover. And the Canes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal.
Military stunt.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Touchdown.
We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
That makes the score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Tennessee 21.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out.
The return.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15.
Let's go.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Press.
Using his legs. It's Coleman. In the clear at the 25. He's in the clear. Inside the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. There was no catching him that time.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And the point after is good.
The kick is good. That makes the score Miami 49, Tennessee 28.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Set to kick it away.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
They ain't ready for us.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 5. Brings up.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. A play action, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief, but I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside and give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got room to run. He's got the 40. Breaks into the clear. Crosses the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
They've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Tennessee, 28.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13.
Darts! Set, ready!
They'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for a late, deep throw. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Runs through the defender. Couldn't quite get to the marker, just short of it. 4th down now. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. Breaks free. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
The ball starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down in what's going to be the final play of this game, and the defense can start to celebrate.
Tonight's final score, Miami, 56, Tennessee.